Good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Championship Celtics take Game 1 easily. Today will be Game 2 Sunday at 8 p.m. Game 3 will be on Wednesday at June 12th if necessary. With Game 4 Friday Dallas ABC. If necessary, Game 5 at Boston 8:30. Game 6 at Dallas. Game 7 at Boston. That's posted right here. Players on the lineup: Jason Tatum, Derek White, Javon Brown, Drew Holiday, and Kevin Porzingis. Watch out for players like Jason Tatum and Brown led them in points last game, though. Porzingis is also a player to watch out from the outside. Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Derek Jones Jr., P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford are also players to watch out for. Luka Doncic is a player to watch out for on them. Game 2, Sunday, tonight at 8. The Celtics are favored by 6.5. Again, game time at 7. 1-0 Boston lead. The Royals and the Seattle Mariners meet up today. George Kirby will go for the Mariners. Royals try to grab the sweep. Royals have came back and twice and one time pulled it out. 8-0 to 10-9. Royals have grabbed those two. Here's the link for yesterday's podcast when they won on that play. Cubs and Reds against the Reds, 32-33 are the Reds. Cubs are 31-34. Cubs hope to grab one in the series and avoid the sweep. Cubs have really seemed to lose it lately. Hopefully Shohei Migna, who has had a great year with a 1.88 ERA and 5-1, who's been less than stellar this year, 12.40 from Cincinnati. The Cardinals have to find a way to win too. The Cardinals have lost 2 of the first 3 and try to get a split today. The Cardinals led last night 6-5 before the Rockies grabbed 3 for the Rockies to win it. 6-5. Game time for today is at 1:15. I have a couple thoughts about the stadium and the Star Bond. It decides based on how much income they provide and how much outcome they will spend on the money, on the taxes. Even though the new stadium, people should vote on it. I think it should pass. But now Missouri and Kansas are seeming to move towards the Star Bonds. It's another way for the state to get it done. I'm not really sure how the Royals are maybe pulling out a Kansas City, Missouri response, as the Royals are the first team to respond. As even though the Chiefs were the ones thinking to be seemingly in on it. I still think the Royals' best place is downtown in Missouri. It just brought up, I think winning will help the Royals as well. For the Chiefs, the benefits of the Chiefs to build a new stadium, if they had my choice, it would be at Arrowhead, and then 20 years later, they'd probably to Kansas anyways. So does it not matter? Possibly not. If they're willing to upgrade, 3, the Kansas could bring brand new stuff, a Super Bowl Final Four, and a Super Bowl. Each team will get into more on this tomorrow. We'll give you even more. Oilers and Panthers Stanley Cup is 7 tomorrow. We'll talk more about that. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.
First tonight at 6, a new push to get the Kansas City Chiefs into Kansas. 2 legislators have invited Chiefs CEO Clark Hunt to their special session later this month.
And they're considering using professional sports franchise Star Bonds to fund the move. You may have received this text right here recently. It says, keep the Chiefs in KC. It's a push for those Star Bonds to fund the team in Kansas.
The state's Senate president and House Speaker called the bonds the best economic development partnership the franchise will find in America in their letter to Hunt yesterday. KSHP 41's Charlie Keegan looks at what that proposal could cost you.
How often do you look at that sales tax on the bottom of your receipt?
Oh, every time.
Abby Leeming keeps an eye on every penny of her receipts.
If we're paying taxes, I want to see, if it's going for the city or if it's going in somebody's pocket.
Kansas lawmakers have their sights set on using sales tax dollars to lure a sports team to the state, presumably the Chiefs. These conceptual renderings started floating around in April. Kansas has a system called Star Bonds. It's basically a loan that allows developers to build attractions. Sales taxes collected at those attractions pay off the loan, whether you know it or not.
Probably like once a year when doing taxes, I think about kind of where all taxes go. There's income tax, but the sales tax, I kind of think about that too.
Kansas wants to change the rule so Star Bonds can cover 75% of a project instead of just 50%. We don't know how much a new stadium could cost, but your tax dollars would only pay for the project when you buy things in the stadium district. That district has yet to be established. Star Bonds do not increase sales tax rates. Leeming thinks any stadium complex like this would attract plenty of people spending money.
Everyone's just going to see what it's like. If it's a lot of shops, if it's a cool area, if it's stuff for kids to go to.
Kansas leaders will review the plan in Topeka later this month. Charlie Keegan, KSHB 41 News.
Well, this morning in a statement, the Royals said that the recent Star Bond discussions in Kansas have created a path for the team to explore. Now, some Royals fans say that it seems like a reasonable idea for the team to move across the state line, while others would like to see the team stay in Jackson County.
If it's going to affect Kansas taxpayers the same way it was going to affect the KC Mo taxpayers, I would have to say no.
The Royals have been fairly quiet since the Jackson County Stadium sales tax failed on April 2nd. But Saturday morning, the team released a statement saying, as we've said since April 2nd, we must evaluate all options that may be available to us with respect to the new stadium. The Royals need a place to play baseball in the near future, and the recent Star Bond discussions in Kansas provide a path for us to explore. Star Bonds are a financing tool that allows Kansas municipalities to issue bonds to finance the development of major commercial, entertainment, and tourism projects. The bonds are paid off through sales tax revenue generated by the development. Kansas lawmakers will consider a Star Bond package for up to 2 stadiums during a special session called for June 18th by Governor Laura Kelly, where a tax cut package will also be revisited.
I mean, that's feasible, but honestly, I live down the street. I come to every single game that I can, and I go to tailgate for the Chiefs as well.
The statement released by the Royals Saturday follows the effort to amend the Star Bonds language in Kansas, making it more enticing for the Chiefs or Royals to move to the Sunflower State.
And it's honestly convenient access, being on the highway right here, having 2 stadiums and consolidating the parking. It's convenient for all the fans who come here. You can get all the packing that you need.